Happy September, everybody. I've taken a month off of, maybe more than a month. I feel like my last vlog was France, potentially, Paris, which, yeah, I guess I've taken 6 weeks off, which was so nice to spend the summer not vlogging. And to be fair, it was such a good summer. We had such great weather. We had my parents over. They literally just left this morning from Dublin, but they went to Dublin for a couple nights to explore. And the kids had so many different camps to go to. We just had a really good summer. I feel like we could have done another 2 weeks of it, but the weather definitely has stopped and we're back to rainy on and off all day. And the kids are back to school. They went back last week and this is their first full week back to school and they are loving it. They're so excited. Olive especially loves school. And I'm back to my normal routine on a Monday. This is about to die, so I need to charge that. But I went to the gym this morning, I did my grocery shop, and then I spent an hour cleaning, cutting, prepping all of our produce, food, and everything like that, just to make meals a lot quicker throughout the week so that we're not just snacking on random things. But I have roast vegetable soup with some fresh Parmesan on top and olive oil because I'm in the mood and I feel like I'm a little nasally, so maybe I just need some soup. I don't know. You know how you always think soup heals you? Who knows? I'm gonna charge this and then I'm back to vlogging. And I know I'm silly because I literally have a hair appointment in 3 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. But you know what it is? It's the fact, right, okay. So let's start off with the positives. My hair has grown so much since we went darker in January. Like this is all my hair. And I've worked really hard at like taking care of it. I've never had it like this length healthy. Like it might have been this length, but like half the amount. And like these pieces never would grow past like here. So we've really worked hard at it. I'm like unconvincing myself to do what I'm about to do. The thing is, my hair texture has changed drastically since having Josie. And just in the last year, it's really wiry, it's coarse. I'm getting rapid growth of grays, hence why we're putting more and more blonde in at every appointment. My next appointment is like the full head because we've not done a full head for a year now. We've only done we went dark in January and then we didn't put any highlights in until May. So that was 8 months of no highlights at all. And then the last 2 appointments have been like tea/sporadic highlights. And it's just naturally lifted in general because we didn't do a full head of color. It was just low lights and a toner. So I obviously had my own blonde coming through every wash and whatnot. So this is healthy. Obviously my roots are my natural color. I can't with the gray. So we're just gonna get more highlights and more so in like that underneath area because that has not been touched in a year with like highlights in there. It needs a little bit more brightening up. That being said, haircuts. I've been really good with my haircuts. She always takes a good trim, but I've asked her to not do any layers since literally last October, so like a year. And I mean, the growth is amazing for one length, but I don't think my hair texture like complements my hairstyle at the moment. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's very triangle, like it's all one length, but because it's like frizzy and coarse and like thick, especially in this like midsection, I need like a couple long layers, like just to kind of give a little bit of shape because I feel like my air wrap, my curls, even with like a straightener or a curler, are just literally falling to the ends because there's no definition of like length to kind of keep the curl and wave in certain areas, you know? So I'm gonna add a couple little layers. And I also feel like there's some areas that are a little dead, like there, like that can come off. You know, like that doesn't add anything to my hair. Danielle, if you're watching this, turn it off. What am I doing? I don't want any length off, so the length will stay. Also, I've been doing my hair slightly more on the side now, not too much in the middle. I just want a couple of layers, you know? I just feel like I spent so long doing my hair in an air wrap yesterday, pinning it using all the products that I swear by. And literally, I mean, the volume was voluming and it was like kind of flippy at the ends, but it was like straight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at it. It's just all one length. So I need just a couple little layers in it. So, oh, look at that gray, just right in the middle. So I'm gonna do this really uneducated. I feel like you always pull up your hair to cut a layer into it, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go all the way up. I feel like that's all dead hair. Trim it and let it fall onto my countertop. Okay, it's more so the back, so let's do some in the back. I'm gonna bring the back to the front. That seems right. A little bit of an angle. That seems too thick. Go like there. Like, that's not a lot of hair to cut off. I've committed. Oof. Okay, I do feel like going all the way to the front is also something. You know what it is? There are so many different hair cutting techniques out there that, like, what one is right? I want long layers because I don't want my hair to feel like thin. I want it to still feel like quite voluminous, and I feel like the length is really pretty. I did go through like 2 months there where I was like, oh, what is this length? And then all of a sudden it just like got to a nice length. But I do feel like you have to go through that awkward like stage of hair. Oh, can't see. See, now I feel like I have some like flippy bits here that will maybe benefit me when I curl my hair. I think I'm starting to like this a little bit more. Feels like there's a touch more movement at the counter in front of me. There's really not that much hair. It's all these defining little trims. Fun fact, back in lockdown, you know, when those like money pieces, like bold money pieces were really in, I did that and I filmed it. And Brad Mondo, who's like the most popular hair person on YouTube / roaster, roasted me in that video, rightfully so. And it's Danielle, my hairdresser's like favorite video because I mentioned her saying, my hairdresser does that. And she's like, no, I don't, you liar. So this is not Danielle's technique. I'm just doing what I think would look good. And I feel like we're getting somewhere. Like, look at those little layers. Those are nice long layers. Ultimately, I feel like right here has some differences. These are really thin pieces of hair. So maybe I have to bring that forward. I don't want them to be too short, so how does that look? I don't want like these front pieces to feel too short, especially like the underneath layer. But I do feel like there's a touch more shape. Again, the length hasn't been touched. It's just layers. Can we even see anything while I take this chunk? Are you like, Elanna, stop, you kept saying you're stopping. That all looks pretty even, you guys. Long layers, nothing crazy. Okay, we're leaving it there. All right, let's style it together so we can see the full outcome. I'm gonna take some dry shampoo because we're on second day here and I just need a little freshen up. I have this little curling, I think it's LED lights or some kind of light, but it's from Mermade hair. I tend to use it quite a bit. I'm not gonna do like a full, need to massage that dry shampoo in my hair. I'm not gonna do like a full tutorial, just like a little shape up of the layers just to see if I did anything good. I do feel like once you grow your hair to a certain point, you can start playing around with layers, where my hair naturally would always grow. Like the bottom layer was always quite healthy. It was the sides just never really cooperated, if you know what I mean. Like they just had a life of their own and they really thinned out. And I mean, I had really blonde hair, so you can imagine all the damage I guess I was putting it through. I'm just trying to figure out what hairstyles suit me best. And I do feel like doing these layers was maybe the right call, you guys. Again, Danielle's gonna have to like freshen them up and make them look a little bit more perfect, but I do feel like I did something right. I don't know. The amount of hair that was on my like counter in the bathroom is so minimal. Like it was the smallest amount. Also, why is it that your hair always feels so much thicker whenever you cut it? Those dead ends really weigh you down. I'm doing this while I'm looking at like so much rain outside, as if this is gonna last, but sure. See how it looks like from the front. So we have jaw length is like the shortest layer, and then it kind of comes in and down. Yes? Are we happy with that? I feel like that looks pretty good. This is the side. This is the other side. And then the back is the, I guess I'm only gonna find out in the comments because I can't really see the back. Okay. What does it look like? I might have not curled it perfectly, but at least you can tell me. If it blends, does it look like it's blending into anything? Yes? That's it. Now I'm gonna start dinner, and I think we're gonna have like a creamy tomato a la vodka, but like kid-friendly version. I feel like I've shown this dinner before, but it was just a whole bunch of vine tomatoes with onion and garlic sauteed and steamed, and then I blitzed it with a little bit of, no, did I add pasta water? No, milk. Salt, a little bit of a Parmesan rind, so that's just kind of stewing. It tastes so good. It's so simple, so healthy. And then the kids add some more mozzarella to it. I'll add more Parmesan and then salt and pepper to taste. That's almost done, which is the pasta, which I'll just add into this. And it's good to go. So easy. You literally need like 4 ingredients and it's a family favorite. Good morning. It's 7:15. Patty always goes to the 6:30 class on Tuesdays. And I try and wake up whenever he goes, but I was so tired this morning, but we're up. I'm gonna make the kids lunches. I've prepped a little bit the night before, so it makes it less work in the morning. So I'll show you what I pack them for lunch. Let's go through it. So for snack, they have a little petite flou, which has a lid because I feel like whenever I do like yogurts or anything like this without a lid, it's all over the lunch bag whenever they get it back because they keep all their like rubbish within the lunch bag. So hack, have a lid. Their sandwich, Oscar does 1 brioche with homemade ham. I'll show you quickly. Little hack all over social media. I know that seems like super basic, but my kids love ham sandwiches. And I mean packed ham unless you're paying a lot for it and you get like 4 slices. There shouldn't be an ingredient list on ham. And I mean, it's actually cheaper to buy a joint of your liking. We soak it and roast it, maybe put a glaze on it, sometimes not, and then slice it thinly, and that gives us a full week of fresh roasted ham. And it's a lot cheaper than buying packs all the time. So Oscar has 1 brioche with ham. They just like ham in it. No mayo, no cheese, nothing. Literally just ham. Olive has 2. She eats a little bit more. Then their fruit and veg pack are slightly different. Olive only likes carrots, not cucumbers, and Oscar does cucumber, carrots, and grapes. Olive is carrots and grapes today. Sometimes it's an apple, but they're very insistent of the grapes. They also love pepperoni sticks, so that will be one. And then of course, a little crisp. So these are their choice this week. And that's it, with a water bottle. Lunch, water, snack. Our breakfast is natural Greek yogurt. Yogurt should always just be 1 ingredient, milk. If you're getting high protein things, look at the ingredient list. There shouldn't be an ingredient list for just simple, good old yogurt. Then we have golden kiwi because it's a little bit sweeter than regular kiwi at the moment, plus it was on sale at Lidl. Half a banana each. Some Patty's granola, which I've linked in a previous vlog, but I will put in this vlog as well, and some berries, blueberries. I'll probably add some Manuka honey on mine, and maybe a little peanut butter as well, but this is delicious. Very much a go-to throughout the week. All right, everyone's had their breakfast, coffee, and Patty is on school drop-off. Jane takes Josie on a Tuesday, and I'm about to go to the gym here. It's arm day. Yesterday was glutes, and I woke up this morning feeling it, and let's just say, I'll show you my gym outfit really quickly. After my hair trimming situation yesterday, I put a little picture of like all the trimmings from my countertop on my Instagram, and Danielle, my hairdresser, messages me immediately saying, this better not be bangs. And thankfully that it's not bangs. We didn't do bangs. And I mean, I don't think she hates it. So it's just what she says is, Elanna, it's the fact that you can get away doing it. Someone tries to do it after you, and then I have to fix it. More so with hair color. I mean, a haircut, well, I guess with hair color you can fix it easier. Haircut, you might have to resort to bob, which there's a part of me that really wants to do like a super short French bob, like truly like above, okay, this is not selling it for me at the moment, but like above the shoulder, all one length. I feel like I would love it for like a season, and then I'd be like, what did I do? And I've been really trying to be committed to this hair journey, and I think the layers kind of, you know, scratched that itch that I was having. Obviously it's going in a ponytail because I'm going to the gym now, but I'll show you my outfit quickly. These shorts are Clio Rose. It comes in a set, but they sent it over in a size too small on the top because they didn't have a small left. It was only an extra small, and it just like doesn't really fit me great on the top. But the shorts are a small, which I love. I think they're like a 6-inch, which comes to like my fingertips, which is great. It's arm day, so I feel like I'm not doing squats or like lunges so they don't move. I probably would wear them more for Pilates or arm day. I wouldn't wear them for leg day necessarily, but they're comfy, and I feel like it looks cute with this neon green like running tank, which is from, I think I got it at Decathlon for like 4 quid, super cheap, but I feel like it's a good little combo. Sometimes your gym outfit gives you a little bit more inspiration or push at the gym. Am I wrong? I don't think so. But I'm off to arm day, and then I'll catch up with you when I'm back. What started off as the most glorious fall morning has turned into a washout, and I'm hoping that's it out of its system. I need to show you guys, I think I mentioned in a previous vlog, it's the Got2B Got Fresh, maybe? It's the spray dry shampoo where it's like watery spray. You let it kind of sit in your roots, and then I like to take a blow dryer or like a round brush on my Dyson and heat activate it. You don't have to, but I feel like it works a little bit better. This is 3rd day hair, and I went to the gym. I was sweating, it was greasy. I just rounded out my layers, and look how fresh it looks. Biggest hack, especially if you're a gym person or sweaty or you just need your hair to be revived, that Got2B stuff is so good. I have just finished filming an ad for a brand for their own purposes, so like UGC style, and this came in the mail, this like rugby style knitted brown and cream knit. So comfy. It's from the brand Hush. It's 100% cotton, which was it? Yeah. Yes, 100% cotton. Currently on site still. I think on Next I found it for 90 pounds, and I got it for 18. It still had the tag on. Guys, don't sleep on Vinted. I say it all the time. You could find something brand new, or I don't know. I actually am kind of like this too. When I'm wanting something gone, I'm like, I don't even care. I just need to get rid of it. Sometimes I've only just got into selling on Vinted in the last year, where I probably would have just always donated. And mind you, I still donate a lot to local charity shops and whatnot, but some things that I know still have value, but I'm just not wearing them because I bought them thinking I needed them in my life. Trying to be a little bit more conscious of that, but yeah, Vinted is where it's at. I love it. Okay, for lunch, I have everything prepped. Yesterday was my prep, so I have a big massive bowl of my favorite tuna salad. This has obviously tuna, 2 cans of tuna, there's pickle, there's cucumber, there's onion, there's jalapeno, and I did probably like a tablespoon of mayo, full fat mayo, tablespoon of sriracha, tablespoon of yellow mustard, and then probably like half a cup of Greek yogurt. So it's super high protein and super yummy. Salt and pepper also to taste. Oh, and an apple, 1 apple for a sweet crunch. And I have fresh little lettuce cuppies here, and I'm gonna make little lettuce wraps. You can see it here, delicious. And then you can also top it with more salt if you want, or more hot sauce, whatever your flavor is. I'm gonna cut my tooth. I also like everything, ooh, got kick, but the bagel seasoning, which is nice, but I don't really want garlic breath at the moment. So we're gonna leave it there. I also just had like a bowl of fresh melon that I as well had prepped in the fridge. So eat this, and then I'll probably have like an afternoon snack later. I'm trying to show you what I eat. I feel like that's my #1 question still, even on Instagram, is what's your workouts look like? What's your food? And I feel like people are just seeing what I look like now, which is my most fit I've ever been really in my life. but forgetting it's taken 3 years, 3.5 years to kind of get here, plus a baby in between. So if you're looking for a quick fix, I'm not your girl. I've done a fitness video previous to this. You'll see it on my channel. And I think I'm a little bit more chatty in what I actually do. I don't count calories. I do think there's a purpose and a point to counting calories if you have a goal in mind. And there's a starting and an end point, and you're within an appropriate amount of a calorie deficit for your body type, and you're still fueling yourself. Like, I think a lot of us millennials think dropping to like 1,200 calories and upping your cardio is where it's at. But if you're 30 plus, you're gonna see no results from that. I'll tell you that much. You actually might feel like you feel worse. I eat, I don't even know because I don't count. I'm gonna guess around 1,800 calories-ish a day, but it's mostly whole foods, and whole foods have less calories, so there's more in volume, if that makes sense. You're gonna have to do it suits you. Also, I will say in the last month, I've been really like strict with my like clean eating. I have my brother's wedding coming up. We might be going on holidays this Friday. That's a story time for another video. Couple of things that I just have like a slight goal, but I don't want to be like intense with like a calorie deficit, but I'm just really cutting out things and being really clean with my eating. The one thing I unintentionally haven't had, eggs. I used to have like 3, sometimes 4 eggs a day. I love eggs. You guys know I love eggs. Literally an everyday staple for me. And it just wasn't on my like lunch rotation. Like I go through kind of like weekly rotations. I eat mostly the same things every single day for lunch, breakfast, and then dinners are what's different. And it just wasn't on my rotation for like 2 weeks unintentionally. And I was like, Patty, this clean eating is like, my stomach feels good. I used to have like digestive problems. I could go to the bathroom and be in pain. Like not IBS, just like end of the day, just like what's going on? Like I'm not eating bad, but something's irritating me. It's eggs, because I've not now had them for 5 weeks. And my skin has like totally cleared up of like congestion down here, like consistently, other than like the random period breakout. And then just even my tummy, I don't feel like bloated and like IBS-ish. Do you know what I mean? It's the only thing that I've like not had unintentionally, and it's the one thing that I might be intolerant for. Yes, I probably should get an intolerance test, but I guess I found out the old-fashioned way by just not having it. And there's a lot of allergens with eggs, unfortunately. A lot of people have some reacting issues with it, and I guess I'm one of them, which is so annoying because eggs are always my go-to when I have like nothing prepped, nothing in the house, and I know I'm gonna be like fed well. And you know, it's a little heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie. So I just had to be a little bit more on the ball with other foods I prep, but that's what I'm having for lunch. Little story time. Just about to go pick up the kids. This week is like their first full week back to school, and Oscar is done at 2, and like the after school clubs haven't been released yet. So normally they're in till 4, like in the thick of things. Olive's until 3, so it's that awkward, like I have to go pick them up now. I just take them on a wee date because it's nice to have time just with one child on their own. I feel like they feel really like seen and heard and chat a little bit more. I don't know if any other parent who has multiple kids feels that, like when it's one-on-one, it's really precious, it's sweet. So I have my hour with Oscar, then we go back pick up Olive, and then we have to go pick up Josie. And the sun's back up. It just needed to get out that like 20 minutes of crazy thunder. I finished everything I wanted to. I'm having an apple on the go. Also for my lip, does anybody remember Chanel Boy? I don't know who made it. I feel like it was like Tanya Burr or someone like that on YouTube that made it like the color to get. And I've had it for so long, probably too long, and it's so nice. It's like a really sheer like lip balm, like the OG like tinted lip balm, but more of a cool tone. So I put rose lipstick from Pearl and my lip liners, which I think was Whisper today, and then I kind of cool it out with a little bit of the Chanel Boy on top, in case you were wondering. Dinner is a little random. I seasoned the chicken, what are these called, thighs, in teriyaki sauce. And so Patty's having chicken, broccoli, and Jane made some homemade sausage rolls, some corn on the cob. Kids are kind of having that as well. And then I'm having the chicken with this arugula parmesan seed little dressing that I made. Rocket or arugula with balsamic, olive oil, salt, pepper, lemon juice mixture. So good. Let it sit so it kind of soaks it up a bit more, and some broccoli. And that's breakfast, or dinner. And Josie's having some corn and some broccoli at the moment, and she'll probably have some chicken too.
Hey. Grab it.
Olive's first sourdough. Hi. Let me hold you. Okay. Oh, there we go. What are they doing? Okay. Do you want to vlog? Okay. You hold it.
I can see your finger.
Cool. It is a washout today. My goodness. Not a nice day, but we're heading up to our Bushmills studio and we're moving location. So we were initially at the very end of the hallway. We're actually moving to like literally where either you walk up the stairs or come out of the elevator. So it's like the first studio you see, which is exciting and perfect. And Patty's very excited about that. I'm gonna do my lip combo because I made a tutorial on Instagram, like how I fill in my lips. And I think people really appreciated it, but if you don't have Instagram, I'll show you here. Sharpener that I use for our lip liners, because they are a cream liner with more of a plastic coating, you have to have a good sharpener. And I mean, this one I think is under a tenner, maybe 12 pounds. It's the Duo Tweezerman one. It's great. You just need a sharp sharpener. I feel like that is an essential makeup item. What I did on my reel, just because I'm feeling a little bit of a softer lip because we're not really wearing that much makeup, I just have Real Depth contour stick on, some concealer, and a smidge of Classic Beauty for my blush. I haven't put any powder on or anything. I also have some brown mascara on. So I'm gonna take Sweet Talker. This one is our like pinkier shade. I kind of say it's the softest one out of them all, but I'm gonna just fill in my entire lip without overlining. I need to stop talking. So that it acts as a base, because these liners are long lasting. So if you fill in your entire lip, it will not move all day. Naturally, I would have a fuller lip. I've never had filler anywhere, but I do find that my lip shade isn't very pigmented, so it just gets lost in my skin tone. So if I don't line my lips or add some kind of lip product, I feel like my lip isn't showing. However, over the years, I've really mastered the overlining technique to kind of enhance my lip shape ever so slightly to make them look plumper. Next, I'm taking Whisper, which is more of a neutral tone lip liner. This is where we're gonna overline our lips. So I'm gonna start at the outer corner of my lip and drag this upwards over my Cupid's bow. Naturally, the line's gonna overline ever so slightly, and you can already see the difference between this one side to the other. Now for the bottom, I'm just going to overline the very center. You can kind of make a starting point, and then you wanna meet the natural corner of your lip, because it just looks more obvious if you overline your bottom lip. You always want something that has a little bit more of a neutral cool tone to it to create a shadow so it doesn't look obvious. If you're gonna use like a really pinky shade or something even with too much purple, it just looks like you've overlined, where something with more of a neutral cool tone like Whisper, or you can go even more cool tone. This one's, I think, is it Endless? Yeah, Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever, which is really cool. It's gonna look more like a shadow. And then I had to blend that one up. See how that's really cool toned? That's not gonna be for everyone. And I do feel like this is more, if you know how to line your lips, it wouldn't be the most wearable outside of that lip anyway. So see how naturally they just look a lot juicier? You need to kind of blend this all together. So what I've been doing is taking Rose lipstick, which is the perfect everyday nude shade that has more of an earthy kind of finish to it. Then I'm gonna take Boy from Chanel, which I was talking to you about yesterday. And you can see it's a lot more of that cool tone. Also has a really balmy finish. So I'm gonna blend that on top to cut the peachiness from Rose. And that's my lip at the moment. I feel like it's juicy, it's contoured, there's Patty, and it just is gonna stay all day. To finish off, translucent always, tap it off, especially in that T-zone. That's where my pores are the largest and where I kind of produce the most oil naturally. And this is just gonna make everything look flawless and really airbrushed without looking like there's any powder on my face at all. Good morning, happy, well, end of the week. I also think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I feel like I did a lot of chatty like updates. Sorry for the mess everywhere. Wanna come say hi? Come here. We're gonna go get some groceries and go for a week coffee date. She loves this bunny. It is her favorite bunny ever. Hi, sweetie. Oh, you look so cute. You say hiya. Hiya. Hey, Daddy Dad. Did you sit in something wet or is this clear? Something wet. Do you want to hold this for me? Anyways, we're gonna end it here. I'm still so happy with my impromptu cutting situation. I used the Mermade hair thing, which I think I'm gonna bring on holidays with us. I'm just doing a quick little OOTD. White t-shirt is from the tea store, thrifted blazer. It's like kind of a wool blend. Taylor Yates bag that I get so much wear out of this time of year. My TK Maxx Kate slash, what's the other brand? Maybe Reformation dupes that I got at 18 pounds. Okay, do you want to hold it? There you go. Are you happy now? You happy now? Oh, you're so funny. Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. All right, it's Joe's vlog now.